What's your name?
Hi, my name is Andrew Cohen. I work as an analyst at Houlihan Lokey, which is an investment bank, and my position requires me to do valuation of different companies for a variety of different purposes, mostly including just basically giving investors an idea of how much their company or investment is worth.
Steven.
What is your current job position and what does it require you to do?
I'm a student.
Dude, come on.
I'm a student. I go to school and I learn.
Your job! Don't you have a job?
No, I start a new job next month.
Huh?
I'm fun employed.
He's fun employed. You use math and fun employed all the time.
Dude.
How much money can I spend today? How much money can I spend today? It works.
Okay. What are you majoring in?
Real estate.
My name is Jeremy Lewis. I'm a manager at PricewaterhouseCoopers, a public accounting firm, and I'm a real estate valuation specialist.
My name is Ariel Cohen. My current job position is a real estate broker in the city of Manhattan, and it requires me to sell a whole lot of homes.
Jonathan. I'm chief janitor at my company.
Stop. No, what are you actually?
I am Chief Monkey. No. I'm an engineer.
An engineer. All right.
Oh,
And
really?
what kind of engineer?
Design executive.
Jeff. I am a CPA consultant. I do people's taxes and I advise them in business situations.
Lila, you want to be in the video?
You be in the video? Come sit with me in the video.
No.
Come. You'll be famous. Alright, what's the next question?
Did you think you'd have an algebraically based job? Have you always wanted a career involving math?
Yes, I think I did always want a career in math just because I've always wanted a career in business, and usually making a lot of money would require knowing how the numbers work and how to save costs and things of that nature.
Yes, absolutely. I wanted to learn finance, and that is very math intensive. A lot of algebra.
Honestly, math was always kind of my specialty, so I'm not surprised that I ended up in something that requires a lot of math.
In choosing my career, I never thought of having a career that was algebraically based in any way. But my current career now, I guess I use it once in a while.
Use it every day.
I do use it quite often.
Yes, science is great.
Math.
Math and science is great.
Did they sell their house?
They
did already?
They didn't even list it.
I thought I was going to be a vet when I was growing up in your age. Then I wanted to get into business and decided to, instead of majoring in something so broad as business, major something in accounting, which if you know accounting, you know the language of business and you can understand any business you want. But with accounting, it's not complicated math. It's pretty simple. As long as you know, like, what the most complicated stuff you'll find is like x plus 7 equals 8, and you'll find x. So that's like the extent where you'll use some complicated algebra. I mean, there's a lot of logic involved, which is another matter.
Do you rely heavily on the use of algebra in your job? How often do you use algebra and in what ways do you use it?
I use algebra all the time in my job just to find the answers to different problems that we come up with all the time. And it's very important to learn in order to be able to do Excel modeling really well, and to have a good work product and good understanding of the accounting principles. I think algebra is a very good backbone to have in general.
Probably every day. I think I will use a lot, especially using software like Microsoft Excel to help me figure out all of the information that I might need to look at a real estate property.
So I use algebra every single day. It pretty much impacts everything that I do within my job. I look at properties, and maybe depending on their cash flows, I'll figure out what the value of a property is by applying algebra and making sure that I can associate what those values are with the cash flows, and all that is all math. That's all math based. And in other ways that I look at kind of comparable properties, and just using mathematics, I'm able to say why one property is mathematically better than another property. So yeah, I use algebra every single day, and it's very relevant to what I do.
I use it in reading floor plans. I use it in calculating the price per square foot of properties that I'm trying to sell. I use it in my investment models. So it does come in handy without even me knowing.
I didn't say that. Every day. Because they're close to the synagogue. So
In what ways do you use it?
calculating price of materials, designs, geometry. Everything is driven by math.
I use math every day, but not like complicated calculus or anything. I'll use algebra, like I said before. Like one of the most complicated equations I'll use is like x plus 7 equals 15 or whatever, is to figure out a number when we're trying to figure out some figures. But to the most part, I mean I'm constantly using numbers, adding, subtraction, but nothing too complicated, nothing that will need. What was it? What's that algebra sign and some of those Pythagorean theorems or whatever, something like that?
Pythagorean theorem.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I don't use that.
What algebraic functions and expressions do you use most often?
I'm sorry.
Left field.
So sorry.
That was left field. I guess it's finding I don't know what it's called anymore. Variable. Finding a variable all the time just to find the answer to like how much what percentage something's attributable to a specific sector or product for each type of company or customer, and really understanding the formula helps you like find that answer and then be able to apply that in using your assumptions when you model out different projections and other evaluation analyses.
Everything that is in PEMDAS, right? Please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. We use all of the functions and in that order, right? Adding, subtracting, multiplying, using parentheses and exponential functions. All of it gets used every day.
Probably just basic math when it comes to just multiplication, division. I also do use a lot of present value of cash flows. So the present value formulas is probably something I use every single day.
I use the square foot. I use measurements. I use what are I don't know what that one is.
Do you guys want to give more algebraic functions for Abiel to answer?
Algebraic functions?
1 and 1 is what you want it to be.
Exactly.
You like that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hi.
Every time, like calculating variables, properties of materials. Yeah, why would I don't even know why they would use math?
I took this.
Why?
Graphs
or whatever. What do you use then?
Give me some functions.
I mean like
Can't even think of a function.
an equation is like x plus 7 equals 14.
Exactly. Those are like the extent I use my equations in math. I mean, I use a lot of I'm doing my CFA or Chartered Financial Analyst type test. We use a lot of probabilities.
Interest?
Yeah, so a lot of that stuff. So, but that's something else related to another part of my job. But algebra, not necessarily. I mean, if you're trying to figure out some numbers, you could always use algebra if you have like 3 numbers. If you need 4 numbers and they only give you 3, you can use those 3 to figure out the 4th.
There you go. All right.
What's a specific example of a time you used algebra in your job?
A specific example when you use algebra in my job is discounted cash flow analysis, where you basically project out a company's revenue and loss statement for the next 5 to 10 years, and basically you deduct costs all the way down to cash flow, and once you get to cash flow you want to take a present value of that, and that's a whole computation that you need to use using the discount rate, and you also need to compute the terminal value of the company, and you use basically a lot of multiplication, subtraction, and definitely use a lot of inverse functions to get to your answer, and that's a very good example of when you use algebra in my day-to-day.
Let's see. It's hard to say exactly how since I haven't started yet.
That's true.
Yeah. But I think what's going to happen is my future employer is going to ask me to look at a property, and they're going to ask me how much rent is on the for the amount of rent that is in the property, how much should they buy it for? And I have to use algebra to figure that out.
How?
Because the amount of rent will tell me how much it's worth. And I have to use a equation called a capitalization. And that is rent divided by the value equals a percentage. Right? I might know two of those pieces. I might know two of those pieces in different situations where I don't know the third. And in each case, I have to figure out the third piece. I'm going to use that equation all the time.
All right,
awesome. I might know the rent and I might know the percentage. I have to find the value. Or maybe I know the value and I know the rent. I have to find the percentage. Algebra helps me figure out that.
I look at a lot of multifamily properties, and typically what you look at is the relationship between your net operating income and the value of the property, and we use something called a cap rate. It's basically your rate of return that you expect on your property, on your investment. So the way that you calculate a cap rate is you say, what is your income divided by the value? And that is just a simple formula that uses algebra, but is very critical to how we look at properties in a valuation basis.
I used algebra at my job when calculating the price per square foot and reading the investment models to my clients.
Calculating my employees' paychecks to figure out how much metal we need to put in certain parts.
Yeah, anything else?
That's it.
That's it?
That's it.
All right, thanks.
Specific example?
Yeah.
Joe's here.
Well, I need to see what a certain amount was. I can't really recall, but like I just need to see. It was kind of like a plug-in figure. It's like, well, if they made this much money, if they made this or that, what's the plug-in amount? So I just figured, I was like, I had a bunch of different, variables, and I figured out the last variable because I had also the total.
All right, that's it.
All right, say bye. Say love you. Say, yo MTV, bye.
Come here.
Oh, I love you too.
Hi, Kobe. Do you like math?
No. I like reading.
You like reading? All right. So you're not going to do a job with math?
I don't want to, but I like.
Careful.
All right.
Careful.
If I do like math, I'm gone. Okay, yeah, really, don't put that in.
All right.